Thank you, Chairman. Since the mid-'80s, the Coachella Valley in California has welcomed all of its visitors with the iconic view of the San Gorgonio Pass wind farm, right off of the 10 freeway heading in from the west. It's that wind farm that you see in movies when people are driving their Harleys into Palm Springs in the desert. Usually it's filmed in that area. My home state of California has been on the forefront of renewable energy by investing in solar, wind, and battery energy storage decades before the Inflation Reduction Act and the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act were passed into law. In fact, my district produces the most renewable energy than any district on federal land than any district in the country. And Democrats are making unprecedented investments that make this possible. It is my district's competitive advantage. However, air pollution has serious negative impacts on human health. And as a physician, I have seen the effects of air pollution firsthand. Children, the elderly, communities of colors are disproportionately impacted by poor air quality. In fact, in April, the EPA released a report entitled Climate Change and Children's Health and Well-Being in the United States. And I ask unanimous consent to enter the report into the record. Mr. Chairman? Thank you.
Without objection, so ordered.
Thank you. And this report found that climate change is expected to increase the incidence of asthma in children. Specifically, climate-driven changes in air quality are estimated to increase annual cases of asthma between 4 and 11% respectively. Children's health is a very serious issue, and it is unfortunate that we're discussing rolling back regulations to help clean up our air. Mr. Goffman, how does the EPA's vehicle emission standards protect public health, especially the health of our most vulnerable populations?
Well, thank you for that question, Congressman. Our standards would reduce a broad range of pollutants, not just greenhouse gases, but a number of air quality pollutants like fine particles, NOx, and hydrocarbons. Those are the pollutants that contribute to smog and soot, and that bad air quality contributes massively to a range of health effects, including
those health effects are documented. There's a recent study that came out that on average, people who live near high or at high air polluted areas live on average 10 years less than people who don't. So there is an association, of course, with length of life due to poor air quality. California has air quality challenges, which is my home state, of course, and they have taken a lead role in pollution controls for vehicles, which is one of the highest source. This bill that we're considering, the Preserving Choice in Vehicle Purchase Act, would prevent the EPA administrator from granting a waiver to California from setting their own vehicle emission standards. This bill would have detrimental impacts on the EPA's longstanding statutory authority to grant California waivers on the Clean Air Act. California leads the way in ensuring a clean air for its population. The California waiver is vital for my home state, for my district, to tackle air quality and greenhouse gas emissions, which is one of the worst in the nation, due to the 10 corridor from Long Beach to Phoenix that runs right through my district and all those semis. So can you explain why EPA's authority to grant the California waiver to protect vehicle emission standards at the federal level is an important tool for tackling air pollution?
Again, thank you for that question. It's a tool that Congress has long recognized and re-ratified, if you will, over 50 years. And that's because California has historically had a range of very particular air quality and, in recent years, climate challenges. And California has used its authority to ensure that on-road transportation really the air quality problems can be addressed through new technology.
Thank you. The Preserving Choice in Vehicle Purchase Act is punishing a state that has proactively looked to clean up the air for its residents. This bill shouldn't even be discussed, let alone seriously considered. I yield back.